one else is around, right? Oh, Lord. This is gonna piss me off if I can click one of these options and it's gonna say, never mind. I put my phone away and I cried and cried by this dirty, stinky trash can until nightfall. Hello, cute humans. I'm the Fire Guardian and I'm back with Cemetery Mary. I think this is probably gonna be all you're gonna see this week. I am going to be busy. I put it in a post. I posted about it in the YouTube community tabs, but I'm going to be busy. I might be able to get all these up this week, but if not, you're gonna see them like once every week until maybe October or something. I don't know. I think maybe we might be reaching an ending point, or maybe we're maybe in like, by ending point I mean in like 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, let's see. I'm his girlfriend. Yeah. I didn't want to cause any trouble leaving the surface in the middle of it. I forgot her voice. It hasn't even been that long. Oh my gosh. I just wasn't feeling all that great, so I took off on my own. I don't know where he is right now, but I'll see him again soon, I'm sure. Oh, I see. You must be very wound up about all this then. Sorry to bother you. Oh, no, don't be sorry. It's okay. Okay. I noticed him give me a weird look as we went our separate ways. As I got close to the main hall, I could see more and more people spilling out the ends. It seems like the service was just about over. But I couldn't just leave. There was something really weird going on here. And I knew it was connected to that coffin. What? The closer I got to it, the more intense that nauseating pressure felt. It felt like walls closing in on my brain. And with what happened in the bathroom earlier, I couldn't just let it go. What are you gonna do? Open it? I hope not. I snuck closer to the coffin. We were alone, together, and the pressure felt more intense than ever. Honestly, I felt like I could puke again just from standing here. It just felt so hard to focus on anything except the pressure of it all. Something was telling me what's inside. I don't know if it's a body. I could hardly think properly, but all my brain could tell me was that something else was in there. No one else is around, right? Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I could just see inside. All I need is one quick glance. Why? And then maybe my mind will be at ease. I reached my arm towards the coffin. And Reginald? Oh, there you go, Reginald. Oh, my sweetie pie. Ah, there you are. Reginald? Did you get lost? I noticed you run off earlier. Is everything all right? Oh, actually, I'm not all right. Oh. Oh? What's wrong? I don't know. I started feeling really sick today. I'm all woozy and dizzy, and my head feels like it's throbbing. I don't know why. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Would you like me to drive you home? Oh, that? No, it's okay. Are you sure? How are you going to get home then? No, it's fine. I'll be fine. Absolutely? Because you don't sound all that okay. I think I just need to lie down somewhere. What the heck is going on? Girl, can I lay down at your place? You might as well. I'ma save, just in case this is an important decision. Actually, I'm I'm sorry to intrude, but do, do you think I could lie at your place for a little while? I think I'll be okay to go home after. I just rest a little somewhere. Yes, of course. Here, let's get you out of here. Reginald and I quickly and quietly exited the church together. Even though we were getting further from the coffin, the immense pressure I felt from standing next to it didn't seem to fade any. In fact, it almost seemed to be getting worse, regardless of my distance from it. I felt bad and a little weird about going to Reginald's place like this. Oh, did I make a... I feel like he wouldn't let me just go. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could have got taken care of by Croven, but I don't know. But it seemed like it was your only choice. It was not, actually, but it was fine. I hope he's not trying to low-key kidnap me in like all these weird moments. I was like, okay, so it was just a fake out. It was just to throw suspicion off of Reginald. Even though he's actually is doing something weird. Anyway. I had my phone on me too, if I needed it, in case of an emergency. I really need to lie down somewhere. Not necessarily sleep, but just lie down. I crawled into Reginald's car with him. It smelled like one of those old pine air fresheners, but there wasn't any hanging from his rearview mirror. I don't know, I'm kind of scared now. Don't worry, Mary. We'll be there soon. And don't be afraid to ask for anything on the way either. You really are starting to look sick. I didn't know what he meant by that, but I didn't really have the energy to ask about it. The world around me felt like it was spinning. I hoped I wouldn't throw up again in Reginald's car. And I really hoped I wouldn't need to go to the hospital or anything like that. I probably should have paid more attention on the drive to Reginald's apartment, but in the state I was in, it was very hard to. Nothing really looked quite as it should. Everything we passed just seemed to melt together into shapes. My head was killing me. What's wrong? I don't remember how long we even drove for. I just remember Reginald parking his car and helping me out the other side. He let me lean against his shoulder as he brought me in through the front door. The elevator is broken, so we're going to have to take the stairs. I hope that's all right. That's fine. See, this reminds me of the time where I went to a work function with my husband. It was like a family fun day, and like they had food that didn't look very appetizing. It was white people food, but and like the nachos look really, really, really weird. Like the chips itself was just like meh, and then like the nacho meat, it looked very strange. Not anything. It wasn't like anything I've ever seen before. But I ate it because I was hungry. And the cheese, it wasn't even like nacho cheese. It was like, I don't know. It's like they gave us something that was like queso or something, but I ate it. And I was just like, okay, it's all right. And then like, by the time we left, and that was like dang near the only thing I ate besides like a brownie or something that my husband got. Because he was like, that's the only thing that looked good. And by the time we left, bro, I was like so messed up, man. Like my head hurt, things was spinning. Like I felt like I had been like I just got drugged or something. Like it was bad, and I ain't never been drugged before. But I'm just like, damn, like somebody try to like kidnap me and get me messed up. Like, what? Obviously not, because. But I'm just like, that's how bad it was. Whatever is in that nacho meat, nacho cheese, the chips, it messed me the heck up, bro. I was not okay until after I took a nap later that day when we got back home. I was messed up the whole car ride back. It was like a 30-minute car ride back. Like my eyes was closed, everything was spinning, and I was like, oh Lord, like Jesus, like what is going on? I felt like my stomach was hurting. I could feel like I was dying, bro. Worst nachos ever. It won't be that long, okay? Just a little further. Reginald brought me to the stairs and helped me up them one by one. Somehow it felt like the most difficult task in the world. Like I couldn't even focus moving my own 2 feet. I didn't understand anything that was happening. I really just needed to lie down. As we ascended the stairs, I heard someone else coming down from an upper floor. I didn't think much of it until they stopped us on one of the landings. Who the heck is this? Reginald. And why he look like that? There you are. I'm sorry, you'll need to get out the way. Please, it'll be... Can't you see I'm busy right now? Oh, who was this, Reginald? Come on, you can't tell me you don't notice it too. What? And when I try to talk to Miss Sherwood about it, she doesn't answer me. Have you heard anything from her? I know she was mad I was late. Elme, I told you I'm busy. Oh. Kindly move out the way. Now, whoa. Elme? Okay. I felt a shove past the poor lady. I felt bad for her, but I also felt as though I could barely walk anymore. I really hoped I wouldn't throw up again. And then at some point, we were no longer on the staircase. I heard Reginald take out his keys and unlock his door. Well, here we are. I know it's not much, but I hope it'll do. But you're unwell. I shouldn't ramble. Here, why don't you lie down on the couch? Watch some TV. I'll start some tea. Maybe it'll help you feel a bit better. Oh, okay. Thank you. I almost collapsed on his couch the second I was close to it. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just needed to relax. I tried to listen to what he told me. Watch TV. Maybe if I could just distract myself like that, no, go to sleep. Unless you're dying, then I don't know. Well, whatever. Aw, I reached over his coffee table and turned the TV on. I fumbled for the channel buttons trying to put on something calm. Maybe a cooking show or a house show or something like that. Then I stumbled upon a channel I hadn't seen before. The screen went all static? Is that an eye? What is that? At first I thought the TV just lost connection. But even when I fiddled with the remote, nothing changed. When I hit the power button, it didn't turn off. Even though it was static, I could hear something. But I felt too dizzy. It was hard to listen. There were words. It was almost like I could tell it was talking to me. Like it was trying to tell me something. What is it saying? But even trying my hardest, I just couldn't focus on it. As if I was in some sort of bizarre dream. It was all hazy, swirling around in my head. I just needed to lie. Huh? Oh, he's such a cutie. Oh my gosh. Okay, but what the heck just happened? Good morning, sleepyhead. Or, well, evening, rather. Reginald? What happened? You fell asleep. What else? You must have been feeling awfully sick. Are you feeling any better? Yes, actually. I think so. I was feeling a little better. My head still hurt, but I wasn't anywhere as dizzy as I was before. I'm glad your nap helped you then. Unfortunately, I had to dump your tea. It got a bit too cold. But I have no problem making you another cup if you like. Oh, that's alright. Hey, wait. The TV? Did you hear it earlier? Hear what? The TV. It was making a bunch of strange noises. How do you mean? The TV was off when I came over to sit with you. Oh, I must have just been dreaming then. Sorry for falling asleep on your couch. I didn't mean to. Why are you apologizing? You were feeling sick. It's quite alright. I'm sure you would let me do the same if our situations were reversed. Wait. You said good evening earlier. When did he say good evening? After he said good morning? What time is it? I checked the time. Oh, goodness. It was getting so late. Was I really asleep that long? I stood up from Reginald's couch and told him I really ought to get going. I thanked him once again for helping me so much. Of course. Hopefully we can see each other. Hopefully we can see each other again soon. Maybe at a time when you aren't feeling so sick. I made my way quickly and carefully down the stairs, hoping to catch the next bus home on time. I noticed the closer I got to the bottom, the more it started to smell. It was less than pleasant. I guess that's what the neighbor later wanted to ask Reginald about. I thought maybe it was about the rats. Reginald got pretty mad at her, didn't he? I try not to let it affect my opinion of him too much. After all, it sounded like he was just really worried about me. If I look as sick as I felt, then well, I'd be worried too. Luckily, I caught the bus on time. I got on safe, walked home safe, and made it home safe. And then, followed my usual routine after that. I like to go to bed quickly tonight, if that's alright. That's alright. You are never under an obligation to contact me every night. I know, but I feel like I have to. Do you? I do. Why is that? Because if I don't... I'm scared you'll stop responding. Is that so? If you disappear, I think that'll be awful. To never know what happened. I see. Then I will try not to. Try not to? Didn't you say you like to go to bed quickly? Why don't you get some rest? Good night, Mary. The next days following, I didn't feel so great. I must have caught something that day, but I wasn't aware there was anything going around. Maybe it was just a bad cold? I don't know. I just couldn't help but feel so sick. It wasn't as extreme as the first day, but I still feel so horrible. I was so terribly dizzy. My head was always throbbing. I would try to nap it off, but I couldn't stay asleep for long. Though sometimes I would just pass out anyways. I actually cannot stand this fire noise anymore. I wish I knew why I was sick, but I didn't really want to go to the doctor just yet. Hopefully, if I waited a while, it would just pass on its own. That's how it usually works anyways. So here I will sit. I just hope I'll have the energy to get up later. Because sitting here, I'm not feeling too hot. I heard familiar footsteps stump down the stairs. And turn into this room. Oh. Psst. Mars? You awake? Yeah, I'm up. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna head out for a little, alright? You better be alive. You better come back alive. What? It's just for a little, okay? I'll be back before you know it. Groven, please don't leave. I'm sick. I know, Mary, I know. But this is important, right? But what if I need something? What if I pass out again? Come on, Mars, you're not that bad. Besides, it's not like I could really do much for you. I don't like to be left alone when I'm sick. I know, but like I said, this is important. It's more important than me? Mars. Do you really need me to stay that badly? Yes. Please don't leave me. Please. Please don't leave me. I want you to stay. Please. I don't want you to go. I feel like you're gonna die. But I feel like telling him to stay might. I don't know. We're gonna see. I saved, so I can go back to this choice if this mess things up. Alright, I'll stay. Yay! You really are that sick, huh? I'm really sorry. I don't want to. I just feel a lot better knowing you're here. No, it's alright. I understand. You always care for me when I'm sick and all. Staying. That's the least I could do. Like, you could at least wait till I go to sleep. Dang. I don't know. Well, she said she couldn't stay asleep long, so I don't even know. How do you feel right now? I don't know. Could be better. Right. Here. I'll be right back. Carvin walked in the direction of the kitchen. I heard a bit of rattling shortly after. I was a bit worried knowing Crovin isn't always super reliable. But I was pleasantly surprised when he came back out and passed a warm mug into my hands. Ah, my boyfriend. Oh, you're so sweet. I love him. Nothing is ever gonna top Crovin. This is my boyfriend. Crovin? You made this? Yeah, it's nothing special. I just followed the instructions on the box. It's a hot chocolate. I figured my favorite. I love hot chocolate. I found it way back in the pantry, and I know how much you love chocolate, so it might be expired though. I don't really know how that stuff works. The milk is still fresh though, so I think it's fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, it was nothing. Anything for you, Mars. Oh my gosh. Ah. Before I knew it, the sun started to set outside. And so I trudged my way upstairs, getting ready for bed. I hoped I'd be able to sleep the whole night this time. But of course, it couldn't just be that simple. Even in my 6th day, I still had to talk to, well, you know. I know you want to message me. Oh? You've beaten me to the punch. You mentioned you were feeling unwell the other night. So please, give tonight a rest and go to bed. I might actually listen to you for once. Do take care if it gets too serious. I will. Please do. We worry about you. We? Good night, Mary. Wait! It's been a few days. I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm glad I didn't catch anything too serious. But how sick I felt really got me wondering. Especially with that coffin. There was something about it. I had to know more. Although it's too late for me to get to it now. But I was overcome with the desire to know what had been making me feel so strange about it. Even if I couldn't get to that coffin again, there was still a place I could go. I found myself back at that church. I felt uneasy walking in, but I didn't feel sick anymore. The atmosphere in here was no longer heavy, at least not as heavy as it had been before. I still felt some sense of pressure, but spiritual pressure. But it was nowhere near as bad as it had been. It didn't feel great to walk into a church and immediately feel like something was wrong. There had to be someone I could talk to in here. I walked through the halls. There were no services today, so there was nobody, really. I wandered around the long halls with their tall walls. Something about walking through a building like this, deafeningly silent, and feeling a sense of pressure. Well, it just didn't feel quite right. Eventually, though, I made it to a room with someone in it, a priest standing at the far end. Getting close, I recognized them as being the same from the funeral service. Maybe they could help me then. I lightly coughed as I approached close to alert them of my presence. They looked up to speak to me. Ah, may I help you? Oh, yes, actually. I just, it's hard to explain, but, I don't know, I just need some help. Help is here for you. What do you need help with? Well, I was here for a funeral service not long ago. And when I was here, I started feeling not that great. Even now, I don't feel like I think I should. And well, my life in general hasn't been taking the best turns lately. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is really stupid. But I guess I'm wondering, is someone trying to contact me? Even though I don't know if this priest even believes in that stuff. He probably doesn't, but I might ask it. Would you be able to know? No. It's quite alright. Even if you feel confused now. I'm sure the light of your situation will reach you soon. God loves all the children very much so. And that includes you. So there is no reason to worry. Unless, of course, you've done something wrong. What? No, of course not. I mean, I don't think I've done anything wrong. Are you sure? Perhaps you should look over your actions. Sometimes it is easy for us to overlook all we have done wrong. Perhaps that is why God may be treating you such a... What kind of priest is this? Is this how priests act? Oh my gosh. To remind you of what needs to be done. I see. Maybe there is something I can do better. We can always do better. I mean, yeah, we can always do better, but very insane of you to sit here and say that she must have done something wrong. And the thing is, even if that is the truth, I feel like it's never appropriate to say that to somebody. But in Mary's case, that's definitely not it. But do not fret. As I have said, God loves all children, and that includes you. Sometimes love may be tough, but the point will get across in the end. Yes, you're correct. Is there anything more you'd like to ask about? I want to ask about... This is so weird. What is going on, Death? What happens to people when they die? Like, exactly. If you know that. Their soul departs from their body and travels someplace new. Where they end up depends on how they lived. Do they know? Know what? When someone dies, do they know that they're dead? Yes. I imagine they would know quite well. I see. I want to ask about... Okay. This is so interesting. Heaven. What about heaven? Do people always go to heaven when they die? Oh, Mary. Mary. Not necessarily, but I'm sure you know that. Right, let me rephrase it. Does everyone go somewhere when they die? I feel like a lot of people are stuck here. And but also, is it kind of like hell? I'm being stuck on this earth. That sounds like hell to me. But, I mean, I guess actual hell is maybe worse, I guess. So, but also, aren't there different levels of hell? And there's different levels of heaven. So would this be is earth like the first level of hell? You know what? That's certainly. Right, I figured as much. I want to ask about... What the heck did I even ask about? Angels? Did I ask about angels? People talk about guardian angels a lot. I have to wonder, are they real? Do they help me stray from harmful paths? Does everyone have one? Do I have one? That depends. Do you believe that you do? Oh, what? That depends. Do you believe? You know what? You're right about that. Honestly, you know what? He's not wrong for that answer. Like, if you feel like you have some sort of guidance in your life, whether or not you think it's like a guardian angel, then like you have a guardian angel, you know? Like, if you don't necessarily believe in the concept of guardian angels, but you like ask for signs or numbers and stuff, then you probably believe in God or guardian angels in some sense. Yeah. Anyway, no more questions. Thank you for your assistance. Of course. I feel like I've been yapping a lot. I'm not gonna cut it out because, like I said, I don't even think it matters. You know, not that many people are watching this anyway, so I feel like I don't have to cut a bunch out. Please do not feel scared. You coming here itself proves to me that you do not wish to be a bad person. I'm sure God has a plan for you. Shoot, I hope so. Do not stress about the outcome. It is in their hands now. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. I exited church shortly after. I wasn't quite sure how to feel. I didn't quite feel like I had the answers I was looking for. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. The pressure began to lift off my shoulders once I was out the doors. But I still just couldn't shake the feeling of there being something more to all this. Something I was missing. I decided to head to the library. Maybe I could look at some books. Please don't let it be Twyla. Please don't let Twyla be there. Please. Not necessarily about religion, but maybe the stuff about omens or signs. Because if there really was a sign, I didn't want to miss it. Oh, trust me, if there's a sign and you're paying attention, if you're alert as you are now, you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss it. So I made my way to the library as briskly as I could and started taking out book after book to see what might help me with all this. I was sure I'd be able to find at least something. Even something small is better than nothing. I picked up a few books and sat myself down in a corner to read them. I must say, though, I couldn't really understand most of it. What, were you reading in a different language? I tried very hard to, but lots of it just didn't make sense to me. Still, though, I didn't want to leave without finding something out. Surely one of these books had to help me. Let me guess, she picks up the How to Talk to Ghost book. Oh, I'm scared about this. This might actually be important. Yeah, let's look at omens. Why not? Because we're not manifesting curses. We're just gonna look at omens. An omen foretells the future in a way. It precedes events of a good or horrible nature. The omen itself may even seem like the good or terrible thing that is to occur. Perhaps the most cruel part of a bad omen is that it can lead to something even more horrific. There may even be multiple instances of bad omens leading up to a terrible event. Be aware of the omens in your life. Protect yourself. You may not be able to stop whatever is coming, but you can always prepare yourself for it. True. Should I be preparing? I don't know what I would prepare for though, or how I would even start. I hope all the weird stuff that's happened isn't any kind of omen. Oh, I can look at all this? Oh, great. Well, okay, let's look at luck. Luck is a tricky thing. What does it mean when you say someone is lucky? Everyone always assumes it means good luck. Ooh. But can't it mean bad luck too? Everyone always assumes that unlucky means you have bad luck. But maybe unlucky just means you have no luck. Well, yeah, isn't that what that means? Perhaps it is better if you are someone who is unlucky. Maybe no luck is better than having any luck at all. So in the nicest way, I hope your luck runs out. Okay. What is it that you wish? Is it a desire? Perhaps it is even a need. People wish for many things, every day, all the time, whether it is out of want or out of necessity. Do you truly believe a wish can come true, no matter how nonsensical it seems? They say there are many ways for a wish to come true. Many wish on shooting stars, or the first star they see come nightfall. Many wish upon dandelions, or by blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. But make no mistake, a wish is best burned. Burned? A burned wish is bound to come true. At the very least, it has the closest chance. The next time you must wish, try burning it. The results may not be what you imagined, but they are almost sure to come true. A burned wish? The manga that had the weird writing in it. Oh Lord, all this started happening after I burned that book, girl, but that wasn't a wish. Maybe whoever left that, they left stuff in the other books. I put the book down and rushed quietly to the manga shelf. A burned wish comes true? I wonder, was it someone's wish that I had burned? What? Or maybe I set off a curse in this place? If I burned it, did that wish count for me too? I don't know about that. They would have had to have cursed it for that. Eventually, I made it to the shelf I was looking for. Mostly all the set was here. Maybe whoever wrote in that book wrote more in the rest? I took out a book and hurriedly skimmed through the pages. I didn't even care about the spoilers I might get by doing so. When that book had nothing in it, I tried another, then another. And then one of the books fell on the shelf. It surprised me just a bit. It sounded especially loud in a quiet library. As I went to squat down and pick it up, oh Lord, it's open. Yep, I noticed it had opened itself. What the heck is that? On the page was a cemetery of all things. But even stranger, there was a slip of paper that found its way into the book as well. Was this left by the same person who left such a mess in the other book? I picked it up and began to read the note that was left. People are never gone forever. I promise you, this statement is true. There is no such thing as a departed soul. Not anymore. I will not regret this decision. But I must live knowing the truth of it. Not because no one will listen, but because it will leave me lonely for a long, long time. That's okay. Does it really feel lonely when it does? In fact, it's kind of fun. I wonder how much I will be able to see before it is over. That is, if you ever intended for this to have an ending to begin with. It makes me wonder how many variations I will see. Say, if you're reading this, and I know you are, why don't you tell me? I'd love to hear your side. The note ended there. I'm not entirely sure what it means. I couldn't really understand any of it. I'm sure I'm missing a whole story behind it, but whoever wrote it, I hope you know that I'm listening, and I hope you won't be lonely for long. I don't know if you should have said that, because nobody should ever have to be lonely. I left the library after that. It couldn't be a coincidence that the manga just happened to open to a page with cemetery on it. So I decided I would check there for any new or suspicious, any kind of sign. I spent a while there, going down the rows, inspecting each grave for something new, something different, a letter that changed or a color that shifted, anything. And then I happened upon it. In the way back of the cemetery, right before the iron fence, where the cemetery ends and the forest begins, there was a new grave there, a grave I had never seen before. And I would know, because I've seen them all. What the? It had a strange writing on it, unlike any language I've ever seen before. What in the world is going on? This looks like some alien language. Was it a code? But why would someone have coding on their grave? There was something weird about it. And the closer I got to inspect it, I began to feel nauseous. It was just like that at the church. At the funeral, it made me feel dizzy. Just a little bit. It was as if a strange pressure was emanating from it. That was still the best word I could use to describe it. Just pressure. I really didn't want to get sick again, but this headstone, it was so curious. It had to be related to the rest of all this. It had to be. I wanted to inspect it more, but by that point, I had been out all day. I knew the cemetery would be closing soon, and I couldn't stay for long. Not to mention I was very tired. I had been running around all day, and it was finally starting to catch up to me. This weird headstone starting to make me dizzy again didn't help any either. I decided that I would head home to try to make sense of it all tomorrow. After all, it's not like a grave would be going anywhere. Yeah, you say that until it's not going to be here tomorrow. So I packed up and headed home. It would probably do me some good to get some rest. My head was spinning with so many strange concepts after all. I followed my usual routine, the one I always follow when I get home. And well, you already know what comes next. I know I usually try to ask you things, but I had a long day, so I'll probably go to bed soon. Besides, it isn't like you just suddenly decide to open up about anything, right? I'm afraid not. That's what I figured. If I can ask anyways, just really quickly. Yes? I know that they're still coming for me, so they're still okay, right? Yes. Your parents were still okay. Would you tell me if they weren't? Good night, Mary. Oh! The following morning, I had been digging through the fireplace. I had hoped that, well, maybe the manga got burned by accident could help me provide some insight. Now that it's just gone. Even if it was set on fire, there was still a chance there would at least be some salvageable parts, right? Please, just something. I'll take anything. It's worthless. It's all burnt up. Even when I try to pick up the tiny scrap that could be something, it just turns to ash in my hands. Guess I won't be getting any more use from that book. Just then, Crovin stepped in. He was about to walk past me before I called out to him. Crovin! Yeah? Where are you going? I'm going out. That isn't exactly an answer. It is. Is it important again? Yeah. Who wants to know? Sorry, I just wanted to ask if you might help me with this. Since you're going... Maybe when I get home. Did I click by accident or did he just... Okay, whatever. This is something I have to do by myself. When will you be home? Later. Carlvin walked out the door shortly after that. He still didn't tell me where he was going. I was about to leave the house myself, but if I go out now, it might look like I was following him again or something. I didn't want to upset him. I figured I'll just stay here and play with the suit for a while. But then, my phone went off. I checked the notification. It was a message from Reginald. Talk about perfect timing. Mary, quite contrary. Ah, that does not look as cool as it did in my head. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. My sincerest apologies. I'm sorry, I wanted to ask. Are you not here today? Huh? Am I not where? The cemetery, of course. It's a bit cloudy today, but I figured you might want to be here before any rain started. Oh, you're there right now? Indeed I am. No real reason for it. I was just passing by. Thought I might see if you stopped in, though I suppose not today. That's okay. Well, actually, I was going to head into town pretty soon and visit the cemetery myself. I just wanted to check on some things there, that's all. There's been a lot of stuff happening that I'm trying to organize. Oh, I'll just wait for you here then. What? Don't be silly. Even if I leave right now, it'll still be a while before I actually make it there. I don't mind waiting. I mean, are you sure? Don't you have something better to do? Oh, that sounds really rude over text. I'm sorry. No worries. I think I'll still be here for a while. Maybe I'll be here when you come on down. I guess we'll see. Well, alright then. I'll leave in a few. Guess I'll maybe see you there? I guess you maybe will. I tidied myself up, made sure I had everything, and then walked out from the cabin waiting for the next bus into town. I wondered on the way. Oh god. On the way there, if Reginald really would still be there waiting for me once I made it. I mean, I suppose I had no reason to doubt it. I just don't understand why he would want to wait for me. Surely there are better ways he could be spending his time, especially if he's got a day off today. But maybe, if he is free, maybe he'll be willing to help me figure this out. The bus skidded to a stop at its usual station. I hopped off and walked into the direction of the cemetery. And before I knew it, I was walking past the familiar metal bars that led up to cemetery gates. And as I looked past them into the cemetery, I noticed a familiar man with his long caramel hair coming out to greet me. Whoa, you're actually still here? Indeed, I am. I told you I'd wait for you, didn't I? I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I'm just a bit surprised you're actually still here. I mean, I know I find the cemetery exciting, but I don't think many others share that same sentiment. Aren't you bored out here by yourself? Not at all. In fact, I think I've grown even fonder of it. Really? If I'm being completely honest, well, I think I've even been visiting it more because of you. Huh? It's hard to explain, but even when you're not here, it still feels like you are in a way. Like all the care you put into it, it really shows. But don't take that the wrong way. Even if the cemetery also gave off your vibe, I think I would much prefer the real deal. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a flirt. I simply like being reminded of you here. You like the cemetery because it reminds you of me? Indeedly so. I hope that isn't a strange thing to say. No, it's really nice actually. I've never heard anyone say Mary? I heard a familiar voice shout my name. They did not sound happy. I turned around to be greeted by... Oh my gosh, this bitch. Oh, get out my face. Twyla? I hadn't heard from her in a while. Yet, despite this, she looked like she was fuming. Is this the reason you fucking been ignoring me? Ignoring you? I sent you at least 4 messages this past week asking you to help me, including this morning. Not one response back. Did you? I'm really sorry. Can it? As if I've never heard that excuse before. I wasn't sure what to say. I didn't know what was going on. You know what, Mary? Fuck off. Girl, you fuck off. Girl, Bye. Thank you. Thank you. You have done a favor. Here I thought you actually wanted to help me. But I guess I shouldn't expect to rely on anyone in this piece of shit city. Huh? What are you talking about? Shut up. Stop playing dumb. I'm not playing. I really don't know what you're talking about. I never got anything. I promise. Yeah, and I'm sure you never check your messages either, huh? How fucking stupid do you think I am? If you're gonna blow off helping people just to play around with some boy toy, then at least be honest about it. Girl, you about to be my punching toy in a minute. What? Despite how I may appear, I'm not a mean person, Mary. Yeah, you're right. You're not mean. You're freaking evil. But if there's one thing I hate more than anything else, it's being disrespected. Girl, I know you're not talking about being disrespectful. Being disrespected. God, I just really, really hate flimsy, airheaded idiots like you. Here's hoping your precious little cemetery grows into the field of space in that empty head of yours. Girl, I will trip you up, kick you in your coochie. I ran off after that. Oh, Mary, I didn't know what else to do. Reginald called out after me. You just ruined the moment, Twilight. You stay ruining shit. Damn. Oh my gosh, she always gotta come up and ruin my day. This is so ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of her. But I just kept running. I didn't want to see him. I didn't want him to see me like this. I was so embarrassed. I wasn't even sure where I was going. Just anywhere away from here. I couldn't stand there for a second longer. So I'd run until it seemed like it was enough. It was far enough away. Eventually I turned into a small alley. I tucked myself behind a trash can Girl. You let this crazy lady run you off into the alleyway and behind a trash can? Man, stand up, girl. Oh, Lord. Girl. Reginald, please come find this. This is ridiculous. And I just kept crying there. The things Twilight said. I never even got any messages from her. I had no idea what she was talking about. But she wouldn't listen. Maybe it is my fault. I told her I would help her, and yet I never even reached out to her. And it was a good thing you didn't, because see, she's freaking crazy. Maybe she's right. What have I been doing this whole time? I started getting so wrapped up in all this other stuff that before I could think about it much longer, I heard my phone going off. It's Reginald. Answer it. Answer, your man is calling. Girl, answer your man. Oh my gosh. I didn't pick up. The second it stopped ringing, I had received a text from him. Are you alright? Where did you run off to? Let me guess, she's not gonna respond to him. This is gonna piss me off if I can click one of these options and it's gonna say, never mind, I put my phone away and I cried and cried by this dirty, stinky trash can until nightfall. I don't want to talk about it. Why is that? By telling you I'd be talking about it. Fair point. Oh, she texted him back at least. But still. Is it my fault that she got mad at you? Oh, no, Reginald. No, Reggie. No, it's not. It's not about you. It was my fault. It doesn't seem to be that way from the way she was talking. It sounded like I was an issue too. Okay, well, she's an idiot. And she's insane. So there's that. Please don't worry about it. I am worried. Regardless of what the situation was. I don't see any good reason for Twyla to yell at you like that. Yeah, that's right, Reginald. You know Twyla? I do actually. Small world, isn't it? I used to see her at the library quite a lot. Not so much anymore. When I did see her though, I will admit she wasn't always the most sociable. Although I'm upset to see how upset she got with you, I must admit that I am not surprised. Have you seen her get angry before? Not out loud, if that makes sense. But well, you can always tell with her. Very easily annoyed, I would say. She was polite, yes. But well, you could always see it in her eyes. I can see it in your eyes. So please don't take the thing she said personally. I'm sure she was just looking for an excuse to yell at somebody. And you just happened to be there. You think so? Tama, I still messed up. No, you didn't, Mary. I do. I'm sure you didn't deserve to be talked to like that. I'm glad you feel that way, I guess. I do. And I hope you'll feel that way soon, too. Ah, oh, so sweet. Text kinda slowed into a halt. And then before I knew it, I felt a drop hit my head. And then another. And another. It had started to rain. Well, I guess I wasn't staying here anymore. Oh, great. You have no excuse to sit here and hide in this alleyway anymore. It was well enough. At this point, I just really wanted to go home. So I did. I hoped I wouldn't have to remember today. Tomorrow. You haven't left yet, right? Hello? Are you there? I'm here. Sorry. You responded a bit late. Caught in the rain? Huh. No. Not close enough for that. We always talk about me. How was your day? Could have been better. In that case, you should sleep. It's the fastest way to have the day finally be over. I guess so. Good night, Mary. Well, that's all I'm playing for today. And of course, Twyla still had to come and ruin it. Like, I knew she's gonna come up eventually, but I'm just like, damn, she's so freaking annoying. I hope she dies. Anyway, I hope this video was fun for you. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was good background noise. Whatever it was for you. I hope it was positive, and I'll see you next video. Bye.